Alright, so this is a new product category from the brand Orbitkey, which are pretty much famous for their key organizers, but also lately for their new pouches and sling bags. And this is the Hanging Toiletry Pouch. This is the first impressions, and from my analytics I know that many of you are new viewers. Therefore, please let me quickly explain my approach for first impressions and quick looks. With quick looks and first impressions, I intentionally do not inform myself about the product so that I can give you the most honest first impressions, as if I would be walking into a brick and mortar store, see the product for the very first time, and then, because I'm not informed, kinda can give you an honest analysis if a feature or a design choice is intuitive, or if I actually would need a manual to actually check it out or understand that that is actually a feature. And with these first impressions, I also don't edit so that you can see me stumble like this, or you can also kind of live experience if I actually find something so confusing that I might need a while to actually understand it, or if I'm actually impressed by something. So no edits with this, 2 cameras, and yeah, checking out this new Orbitkey toiletry pouch. And I also, with that out of the way, I brought 2 of the Dopp kits. I mean, Dopp kit and toiletry pouch is, as far as I understand, is interchangeable. It's basically the same thing. So I brought 2 of the Dopp kits that I have been using lately a bunch. So this one is from Gravel. This is akin to the 1-liter zip pouch that many of us utilize when traveling one bag style and just making sure that TSA actually kind of acknowledges, okay, this is 1 liter, a zip pouch, I understand that. You can take this on board, and this is basically the more reusable, friendly version and more high quality version of that 1 liter zip pouch from the brand Gravel. I have a couple of reusable bottles in here, so I can kind of give you a quick impression of loading that. And this is from Air, the Dopp kit that I also love and utilize a lot. And I actually sometimes use both of them in combination. I know that Orbitkey also has this version where inside this hanging toiletry kit they make a similar version to their 2-in-1 tech pouch that I checked out a while ago, where you have a smaller tech pouch inside the bigger one, and they have a toiletry kit that is akin to that, but this one is, in air quotes, only the hanging toiletry pouch that is a big toiletry pouch. And yeah, just wanted to show you these in comparison. But with that out of the way, let's check this out. Again, I'm not going to inform myself too much, therefore let's take off this descriptive label thing so that I don't inform myself too much. So, first impressions from the outside. Material. The build quality and the choice of materials, AquaGuard zippers, and fabric is good. Although I'm a little bit surprised by the choice of this outer fabric, because this is some form of Cordura, and I'm not saying this is a bad material, but just like on pants, on on Cordura, this has a, I don't know how to describe it in English, but let's say a rougher texture with these micro ridges. So let's imagine you are in a hotel bathroom, you're brushing your teeth, you put down your toothpaste a little bit too carelessly, and then some toothpaste, and toothpaste is actually one of the most difficult things to get out of clothing, jeans, sweaters. You can only get rid of it if you put that into a washing machine, because all of that toothpaste kind of lodges inside these small little ridges. So if you have toothpaste on here, I can, and this is speculation because I've not tested this, but it probably will, even if you wipe it off, will leave a small little stain because it stays in the ridges. If you have something like this smooth surface, or in a 2-in-1 Orbitkey tech pouch, they used, I think it was tarpaulin. So in comparison, it would have been much easier to use that tech pouch and wipe off like toothpaste. And I wonder if this will be as easy with this material. So I'm kind of confused why they didn't use that fabric for this Dopp kit. But I do like a lot that they have AquaGuard dual zippers. And I really need to kind of emphasize AquaGuard dual zippers, because I did have comments in the past where people were saying, why the hell do you need AquaGuard zippers on the pouch? And AquaGuard zippers on this pouch are not there to protect what's inside from rain or water, whatever. It's there to keep any potential leakages of maybe your shower gel or your shampoo. If that spills inside this Dopp kit, this AquaGuard zipper will prevent anything leaking out of that Dopp kit onto your clothing. So I really like, just like also on this Air one, it has AquaGuard zippers as well. It will prevent, or at least be a little bit more effective of preventing shampoo or shower gel getting onto your fancy clothes. Before going inside, we also have a handle here, and what I really like, an integrated way to hang this Dopp kit onto whatever there might be in your bathroom, because at least in the price category where I'm booking a hotel room, most of the bathrooms are too small to actually lay the Dopp kit onto the surface. So being able to hang this is really good in practice. So let's open up this zipper. Hold on, before I open this up, this would stand up on its own, but it's, yeah, it doesn't, it's not that great. If I only open it up a little bit, let's see. Let's imagine I open this just halfway so I can stand it up. Would I be able to get to my stuff? Yeah, but this is forcing itself a little bit shut. So it's not as convenient as standing Dopp kit. But because you can hang it and this opens up clamshell briefcase style, imagine this hanging onto something in that bathroom. You have a very good access and visibility to everything that is inside this Dopp kit. So that is a really good way to kind of organize and see everything at a first glance. But if you don't want to hang it, opening up this is not that great. So this is a trade-off. There's always something that you need to consider. Everything that is a pro potentially also has a downside. So being able to open this up like this is great if you want to hang it, but it's too big to lay it in most of the hotel bathrooms that I came across. There's not enough space to lay it like this. And standing it up like so is doable, but not the best. So consider this, I would say, consider this a Dopp kit that you should hang instead of standing somewhere. So let's take a look what we have inside here. We have a pouch, an open pouch, which would be, I would assume, the place for a toothbrush, wet shaver, anything that might get wet. And because this is the kind of fabric that I mean, this is kind of like tarpaulin. This is easy to wipe off if something is on there. So I would have loved if this fabric would be on the outside as well, but it's only in here. So this is the place for items that usually are wet, like, as I said, a toothbrush and a razor. So because this is open, it has a tarpaulin fabric, it is a place to put your toothbrush or your razor here and then kind of vent out and dry out. So I assume that is the reason why there is no zipper in here. But it also means if you store your toothbrush in here, if this kind of bumps like this, there is the potential of small items just jumping out and then just accumulating somewhere in here and not being as neatly organized. So I would kind of consider this somewhat of a storage for bigger items, as I said, an electric toothbrush, because that probably won't fall out as easily. But if that would be something smaller, I'm just spitballing here. Let's say a nail clipper. And again, I'm spitballing or brainstorming here a little bit because you probably wouldn't store your nail clipper with your toothbrush, but let's imagine a small item like that is only like yay big. It would be easy to jump out of this pocket. But I understand the thought process. Having wet items here, not having a zipper, gives this a little bit more chance when this hangs like so, somewhere in the bathroom, to let moisture vent out. Then we have a pocket here that is separated with a divider, which would be good as well for bottles or other items. A zippered storage pocket for maybe, this would be the place for small items like toothpick, I don't know, earplugs or whatever could be stored in here. Good place to organize them without them kind of rummaging around. Then in this pocket, it's mesh. Here is a mesh see-through, but also because it's mesh, anything that leaks out here could kind of get out of these mesh pockets. Here we have elastics, but also another zippered pocket here to organize small items. So let's imagine loading this up. So I have a couple of these bottles from Gravel that I really like. These are reusable bottles. By the way, all of the items that I mentioned here are linked below. Those are affiliate links. With those you won't pay more, but you will support this channel with a small kickback of that sale. And if you do so, it's not a big affiliate commission, but any support on this channel is highly appreciated. So if you want anything of these items, maybe consider using those affiliate links and supporting this channel. You will be, I'm very thankful if you do so. So these Gravel bottles are really cool because A, they are refillable, they are easy to clean, they have these little labels on here that you can actually twist this and then see what's inside. Let's put those in here, for example, and you can see right away, this is actually perfect. These Gravel bottles are actually shaped in a way that you are supposed to put them like so. You see how this is kind of shaped. So you can put them like so, and they fit actually perfectly, as if these were made for this Orbitkey Dopp kit. But also I have these bottles from Muji, milk face gel, face lotion, put in there, fits also great. Some body lotion. As you can see here, really good organization. I have these deodorants that could fit perfectly in here. So a really good way to organize your stuff. But obviously, if you have bigger bottles, you can also store them like so. And I do like that you have this really good way to see everything. So yeah, this is plenty of space. Would you need that much space? That is up to you, but I can, as I said previously, I think, these Dopp kits, I mean, don't only consider them as Dopp kits, you can also use them as a tech pouch. Excuse me, allergies are starting up, and instead of sneezing, I usually get a cough. I have these antihistamines that hold up 12 hours, and I can feel, hold on, what time it is? Yeah, it's 1 p.m. I feel that the antihistamine is kind of wearing off. Sorry for that tension. So yeah, you can utilize this as a tech pouch, and I can totally see this maybe storing all of your cables in here, then maybe a mouse and stuff like that over here. So you can be creative with these kind of pouches. You don't only need to use them as Dopp kit, but as Dopp kit, this is pretty amazing. If you carry a lot of liquids, for example, I am not ashamed to say it, I need shampoo with dandruff, against dandruff. People say, oh, just use the stuff that you get inside the hotel. And that is true. But if you have dry skin like I have, you need to carry body lotion. Not all of the body lotions in hotel rooms is enough. Then you need to carry that. And if I'm traveling for 2 weeks, I might want to carry a little bit more of body lotions because, and you might say, oh, then buy just body lotion in the country where you're living, where you're staying at. But for example, I travel to Indonesia a lot. Most or a lot of the body lotion that you get there have whitening properties to them. And I like to get brown. I like to get tan. And I don't want to get body lotion with brightening stuff in them. So I bring my own body lotion. Or sunscreen in Indonesia is really expensive. So I rather bring my own. That is why something like this, being a little bit bigger, comes in real handy. And as I said, yes, there is shampoo at the hotel, but it's not against dandruff. And I need shampoo against dandruff because I have really dry skin. So I bring that as well. So yes, some people can get around with not bringing a Dopp kit or only bringing a toothbrush and toothpaste and maybe something specialized. But I need to carry a couple of more things because yeah, my skin is just like that. I just need some skincare because it's dry, my skin, no matter where I am. And for that, a Dopp kit in this size comes in really handy. And I actually am really impressed by the build quality and the layout because this is a good layout. I say it in many of my videos. If a bag is or has too many features, too many pockets, it sometimes kind of forces you to adapt to its packing style. Let's say, imagine there would be more of these specialized slots. Let's just imagine. Then I could see, oh no, this wouldn't fit in there or this wouldn't fit in there because, I don't know, the pockets or the slots are a specific size. And that's what I mean. Then I probably would need to buy new bottles just so that they would fit into those slots. And this not being as constrained and having, let's say, the appropriate, in air quotes, amount of slots without overwhelming me with too many slots and therefore forcing me to adapt is really good. I do like this a lot. And again, the build quality is great. Looking forward to test this if I will be able to travel in the anytime soon. Don't have any vacation planned yet, but maybe I have. But for now, I do like this from first impressions. I would have wished a tarpaulin kind of fabric on the outside. Not big of a fan of this, but still it is good quality. I do see that this will hold up pretty well. So yeah, what are your thoughts about this toiletry kit? Too big, too small, enough compartments? Or also let me know, which Dopp kit are you using? And do you carry a lot of bottles? Do you have the same, in air quotes, issues like I have with dry skin, dandruff, or whatever it might be? And do you travel with lots of this stuff? That's just my use case. Let me know in the comment section below. And again, all of these items are linked below as affiliate links. And if you have questions, also comment below. If you maybe want to see my video about the Air Dopp kit, check it out up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. And don't forget to subscribe. It really helps a lot by clicking the button up here. If you have watched to the end, because that also helps a lot, comment a shower emoji in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video. Thank you very much.